All right. Now I hope I'm live. Hey guys, what's up? What's up? All right, is everybody joining in now? Please let me know as you come on. Let me know where you're from. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. I'm going to just take a couple minutes to do some housekeeping while people are coming on. Hoping and believing that that everyone will be able to get this connection clearly. All right. But let's move forward. Look, Happy New Year. I'm so glad that you guys are here with us today in 2025. This is our first broadcast of the year of 2025. Oh my God, I can't even believe it. 2025. But I'm excited to be here, and I just want to make sure that we're starting the year off just right. January is a really important month. January is in relationship world. January is a really important month, and we're going to talk about that a little bit in a moment. But I want you to, as you're coming on, to make sure you peruse the app. If you're downloading, make sure you get around, peruse it. Make sure that you're enjoying all the features that are here. There's so much in this app, and I'm hoping that you guys get the full benefit of it, okay? I'm really hoping you get the full benefit of it. The Ask Pastor Cal segment, the communities are A-class. If you get in there and just start talking to people, we want to start communities, we want to start communication. We're going to be doing a better job again. We're in beta, so we're going to be doing a more thorough job as we move forward to making sure that all the directions are there so you'll understand exactly how to navigate through this very, very huge and very powerful app. We're very excited about it, but we're looking forward to you navigating through it and making sure that that you're getting all you bargained for. All right? All right, it's 7 o'clock. Now, if you're on, please send me a shout out. Let me know you're on. Let me know that everybody is tuned in, locked in, and ready to go. We are live right now, and we're excited that everyone is on. Fantastic. The people are coming on right now. Listen, if you're on, and you have not notified us, or you have not signed in, or you may be one of the users who did the try the app feature that we had on. If that is you, go ahead and subscribe and put your name, your username in, so that when you show up on the live, I will be able to address you by that name or by your handle or whatever. Let's see here. I want to make sure everyone's getting the notification. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right. Making sure everyone's getting the notification. And my wife is helping me troubleshoot here. All right. And I'm sure you'll let me know when those notifications go out. And please forgive us for the technical difficulty. Again, we're still in beta stage, and we're working out a lot of the kinks, okay? And I'm pleased to say that we're down about 63%, less crashes than we've had. Our crashes, which is very normal. Any of you guys who have AT&T or T-Mobile will understand crashes. It happens sometimes. we've corrected our problems down to a 63% reduction in problems. So I think that that's pretty impressive. So I'm looking forward to us getting that to 100% so we can be seamless. And then we'll do a major launch of this app, okay? Now, are you guys on live now? Please indicate. Let me know if you're getting the notifications. If you do, I'm just going to wait one more moment here. Wendy, did the notification go out? Let me know if it has and if people are still on, because if notifications don't go out, people don't know that we're live. All right. You don't think anyone got the notifications? Okay. If there's anyone on this besides Wendy and I, let me know. Hey, Alita, what's happening? What's happening? What's going on? All right. As people come in, please let me know who you are, where you're from, and we're going to get rocking and rolling. Okay. Hey, Raquel Olivo, Leslie Christopher. Good to see you guys. Raquel, Leslie, Alita, and I'm sure there are more out there. If you don't type in your name or make a comment, we won't know you're on until after the broadcast is over. Let's go on. Let's talk about Is Love Enough? You know, it's funny. I was driving. I'm not going to sing it, but I was driving and I heard this song playing on XM. One of my favorite stations is The Blend. And I heard the song playing. I think it was what's the guy's name? Michael, curly head dude, was singing. A white guy was singing the song "When a Man Loves a Woman." Percy Sledge was the first to sing it, but the words go: "When a man loves a woman, he'll spend his very last dime trying to hold on to the thing he needs. He'll give her all his comforts, sleep out in the rain if she says that's the way it ought to be." Hey, guest 8115, you know, and it goes on. If a man loves a woman, you know, she can do him no wrong. Nothing can harm that lovely girl, you know. He'll sleep out in the rain, you know. It goes on. And I ask myself the question. Is that love, or is that addiction, or is that a virus? What is that? And I understand the sentiment. I understand why people say that. But I want to talk about whether or not love is enough, because I've been hearing that. And I heard someone say just recently on a post somewhere that this couple who had been married for years was saying how love is not enough. So my question to you is love enough? And I want to get some answers before we move on further. Is love enough? Candace Gore, is love enough? You know, guest 8115. Let me know. What do you think? Is love enough? Because it's easy to say I love you. It's easy to just form those words and say I love you. And, even the song goes, said I love you, but I lied. This is more than love I feel inside. And, so is love enough? And I think that most people will respond by saying, no, it is not. Now, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. But I think a lot of people respond by saying, no, love is not enough. And the reason people say that quite often is because they feel that if there's a lack of communication, love can't cure that. If there's constant conflict, love can't cure that. If there's any diminished physical intimacy, love might not be able to cure that. Or if you feel unfulfilled, or there's a lack of trust, or if you have incompatible life goals, you need more than love, right? You need more than love. Love is not enough, right? Well, I think it's all dependent on what you think love is. And I need you guys to flow with me here, okay? Give me your input, give me your questions. What do you think love is? Because whenever I hear somebody say, love is not enough, my question is, well, then if love is not enough, what is enough? What is enough? Because when it comes to relationships, and when it comes to people wanting to stay in relationships, and I'm a firm believer that people still want to be in relationships. I'm a firm believer that people still want love. But when I ask the question, is love enough? And a lot of people say, no, it ain't enough. Love is cool, but love is not enough. The question is, first of all, what is enough? Okay, you guys can give me some answers here. And because I got a whole thing I want to talk about. What is enough? Okay, someone said, I already have answer to the question. Come on, Tierra. What is your answer then? If love is not enough, what is enough? Okay. And secondly, what is love? All right. So let's deal with that. What is enough? Commitment? Patience? Kindness? Compatibility? Sex? I couldn't say that on IG. They bleep me out. You can't say sex on IG. What is enough if love is not? And I think quite often we have these ideas that love is not enough, but then we don't know what to replace it with. Okay? We don't know what to replace love with. So if love is not enough, we have to find out what love is. Because I believe that once we can define love, then we can answer that question. But until we have a definition as to what love is and what is enough, then we cannot very well answer that question. And I see you there, saying love is commitment. That's my wife who's been in, we do this together. So she's going ahead of me. But what is love? What is love if love is not enough? And I think quite often when people say that love is not enough, again, they're saying that there are other things out there that need to be in place in addition to love. So somebody tell me real quick, everybody but Wendy, what do you think love is? What is love? What does it look like? I mean, tell me what it is. I mean, Tierra, you said you have an answer to the question. Shoot, what is it? What is love? Because obviously it's not enough. But then what is it? All right, let me help you. When it comes to us defining what love is, love has to be defined in excess of feelings. If you're looking at love as only being something that is feeling oriented, then you are absolutely right. It isn't enough. Because feelings are not enough. And I've heard gurus and marriage counselors and pastors and all these different people talk about how love is a feeling and this feeling of love and how love, if you have that feeling, et cetera, let me share this with you. If you believe love is a feeling and you're depending on that thing, then you're absolutely right. Your relationship will not withstand the trials and the issues and the challenges of life because love, as a feeling, defined as a feeling, cannot withstand big problems. Because the first thing that happens when you have a big issue in your life is that you feel bad about it. You feel bad about it. Someone cheats on you. You feel hurt. Someone lies to you. You feel hurt. Someone embarrasses you. Someone lays their hands on you. You feel humiliated. So all these are feelings, right? And when you throw love in that same category as those feelings, well, yeah, all that stuff is going to overshadow any good feeling you have about love. So what we have to do, and what I want you to do, is start retraining your mind as to what love is. Love is not a feeling. And if you've read my book, Marriage Ain't for Punks, okay, and if you've heard me speaking for any more than 10 minutes at a time, you'll know that I have a definition for love. And it was already been stated here that love is a commitment. Yes, but let's go a little deeper than that. Love is a commitment. It is a decision. Because when you look at a commitment is a contract. A commitment is a decision. A commitment saying, I'm committed to my job. God knows you don't feel like waking up in the morning and going to your job. In 32 degree weather as we had here today, You didn't feel like waking up and going out if you go to the office. No, but feeling had nothing to do with it. You went to that job because the job has value. You went to that job because you know if I don't go work, I don't get money. If I don't get money, I don't pay my mortgage. We don't eat. So I'm going. Why? Because I'm committed to the value that that thing brings. It ain't about how it feels. Well, why is it that we can have these feelings? We can have this understanding of our jobs, even in regards to our children. Our children can drive us freaking crazy. I mean, sometimes, it's like, who baby are you? Who baby you? Whose baby is this? I mean, whose child is this? Because they get on your nerves, right? But irrespective of how I feel about them, when it comes time for me to make sure they got shelter, for me to make sure that they have food on the table, for me to make sure that they're able to handle life as long as they're of that age where I need to intervene, I'm going to do it. Why? Because feelings do not have anything to do with my commitment to my kids. I want you to get this. So when it comes to your job, we understand commitment, void of feelings. When it comes to our kids, we understand commitment, void of feelings. But when it comes to the most important relationship, and I mean that, most important relationship, even more so than your relationship with your children. I'm going to explain that in a moment. When it comes to the most important relationship, because this is a relationship that is at the base, at the root of family, marriage. We don't know how to separate feelings from commitment. Marriage is not feeling oriented. It is commitment oriented. It is commitment focused. I make a decision to love. I make a decision that I'm going to be there for you, and I don't care how I feel about it. I don't care how I feel about it, because half the time I'm not going to feel good about it. Half the time I'm not going to feel good about the way you treat me. Sometimes I'm not going to feel good about what you say, and a lot of times I'm not going to feel good about how you look. But that has nothing to do with it. There is a reason. There's a reason, stay with me, that for the 70% of marriages that are arranged around the world, and roughly about 70% of marriages are arranged, for those marriages that are arranged around the world, they have roughly a 90% or so success rate. There's a reason for that. Okay? As opposed to the West, where there are romantic marriages, which has only like roughly about a 50% success rate, give or take. What is the difference? The difference is understanding commitment over romance. The difference is understanding that I'm in this thing because I'm committed to the value of it, as opposed to committed to the feeling of it. So, let's go back to our original question then. Is love enough? Well, when you have a true understanding of what love is, it actually is. Because here's the deal. Love is a commitment. It's not a feeling. You don't fall into it. That's the whole feeling thing. It was out there and I saw it somewhere. And oops, I just fell into it, or it hit me and it found me, and love found me. Love found me, and I'm so glad it did. Or I fell in love. I had no control of it. It just engulfed me and swallowed me up into its black hole. And now I'm in love. No. You grow in love. You water it, you nurture it, you do the things that are necessary for it to grow. That requires commitment and full participation by both parties. Now, so the things that you say that are needed in addition to love, like commitment, if I'm committed to you, that comes out of love, because love is a decision to commit. Are you with me? I hope you think. Welcome, Erica and Wendy Porter. If you're with me, yes. Unresolved personal issues. Yeah. If I'm committed to you, which is love. Love is a commitment. Love is the decision-making thing that we do, not the feeling thing that we do. If I'm committed to you, then irrespective of the personal issues, irrespective of whether you lose your job, it makes no difference as to whether or not you pissed me off today, whether or not this happened or that happened, because of the moral contract, and in a lot of cases, spiritual contract that I made with you, I'm not going anywhere. And people say, well, Grandma's marriages and grandpa's marriages, papa's marriages and mama's marriage, they lasted for 30 years, but they was miserable. Says who? Yeah, they had challenges. They did have challenges. But for the most part, these people grew in love. They grew in love. Did they have challenges? Did people cheat? Did people? Yeah, but they stayed together and they raised families together because they understood the commitment. It wasn't always about feeling. Because happiness comes and happiness goes. I've met so many miserable single people who talking about how marriage ain't enough to make you happy. How's single work out for you? I'm sorry, is that too rough? I hope you're understanding where I'm going here, what I'm saying here. I haven't gotten a lot of comments from you. I haven't gotten a lot of comments. So when it comes to marriage, Wendy is right here. She says love is a commitment, and we make a choice to commit. It's a decision you make, man. So love is enough. Yeah, it is enough when you understand what it is. Because out of my commitment to love is my commitment to withstand trials, is my commitment to go through hell with you, is my commitment to battle whatever depression, whatever issues. I know people and I've counseled people who have gone through horrible infidelity with each other. But because there was ample and correct forgiveness, an ample and correct apology and understanding and turning from the issues and moving in a different direction, they were both able to deal with it and get over it and went on. I'm thinking of a couple now who's for the last 15 years have been living in an incredibly happy marriage after years of infidelity and drug abuse. Why? Because they understood the commitment. And they said, you know what, irrespective of what's going on, I'm here to tell you that if you understand this, your marriage can be a heaven on earth. But if you miss it, you're going to be in and out of relationships and not really committing to any. Okay? I wish I had known this years ago. I wish this was something that I could have embraced years ago. It would have changed my life. It would have changed my whole view of living. Now, that being said, if you're going to really look at love from that perspective, both parties have to understand that. The reason marriages break up is because one party, and people say it takes two to break up a marriage. I think two people can be involved in the mistakes, but I think ultimately one person can screw it up, do a pretty darn good job of screwing it up all on their own. They absolutely can. But it takes both people to have this understanding of love, this understanding of what commitment really is in order for this thing to work, which is why we're on such a mission with this app. We're on such a mission to make sure that everybody understands how to love, how to lock in, and how to make that commitment and battle everything, even if you battle hell itself, in order to make it work. Because at the end of the day, the commitment you get from love, the joy you get from love, the excitement you get from working together and seeing a project come to fruition far exceeds any temporary negative feeling. You can get over it. You can get over a bad feeling. Good feelings will always come. They will. Okay? But if you have not learned to make a commitment and stick to it, that's the challenge. That's going to be the challenge. Okay? Well, our time is up. I'm not going to hold you too long for our new year. All right. It would have been longer if you asked more questions, but we normally do about 20 minutes. All right. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I hope you got it. I hope you understood it. And I'm asking that please subscribe. Tell your friends next time about our next live, which will probably be on Thursday. Tell your friends about it. Let's get together and let's make this thing happen. OK. Thank you so much for signing in and for letting us know that you're a part of this app. Okay, it's a movement, it's a family. We're going to make this thing change the relationship game. All right. God bless you guys. Look forward to seeing you at our next live.